Pearl Harbor. But what is that? Is it a harbor where we can find pearls? If you think so, it is no surprise. But Pearl Harbor is something different. Join my hands to see what Pearl Harbor is all about. Where is Pearl Harbor? Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, is located near the Pacific Ocean Center, around 2,000 miles from the United States mainland and 4,000 miles from Japan. The U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor is located in Honolulu, Hawaii. So this is where Pearl Harbor is. But then why is it so famous for us to be known? Yes, it is famous and marked in history because of the devastating surprise attack by Japan. Why did they attack? This is a question to be discussed. Let us go through the pages of history to find the answer. On December 7, 1941, on that Sunday morning, just before 8 a.m., hundreds of Japanese fighter planes landed on the base, destroying or damaging over 20 American Navy warships, including 8 battleships, and over 300 planes. More than 2,400 Americans were killed in the strike, including civilians, and another 1,000 were injured. President Franklin D. Roosevelt asked Congress to declare war on Japan the day after the attack. Were Japan and the USA enemies? Although the attack on Pearl Harbor was unexpected, Japan and the United States had been facing the threat of war for decades. The United States was particularly dissatisfied with Japan's growing hostility against China. The Japanese government believed that the only way to fix their economic and demographic difficulties was to invade their neighbor's territory and seize their import market. To do this, Japan waged war on China in 1937, which resulted in the Nanking Massacre and other crimes. Officials in the United States reacted with several economic penalties and trade embargoes. They reasoned that if Japan did not have access to money and products, particularly crucial supplies like oil, it would be forced to curtail its expansionism. The surprise attack. The Japanese strategy was straightforward: destroy the Pacific Fleet. As Japan's armed forces spread over the South Pacific, the Americans would be unable to fight back. The Japanese launched their attack on December 7, after months of planning and practice. Japanese jets began to flood the sky over Pearl Harbor at 8 a.m. The vessels moored below were targeted with bombs and bullets. A 1,800-pound bomb burst through the battleship USS Arizona's deck and landed in her forward ammunition storage around 8:10 p.m. The ship exploded and sank, trapping over 1,000 troops inside. Less than 2 hours later, the surprise attack was over. After the attack on Pearl Harbor, the American people were united in their decision to go to war for the first time in years of debate and deliberation. The Japanese had hoped to provoke the United States into agreeing to withdraw economic sanctions on them. Instead, they drew their enemy into a worldwide battle that culminated in Japan's first foreign occupation.